Solo leveling. After summoning the S-rank killer ant, Jin says he's never seen the general rank before and concludes it must be the next level after Elite Knight, indicating that this ant is much stronger than Jin's other shadows. Jin Woo prepares to add the queen to his army when suddenly the ant he just turned into a shadow speaks, asking Jin to give him a name. Jin, puzzled, asks the ant how it can talk, and it stutters. "I was able to." This makes Jin think, wondering if it could speak because it could before becoming a shadow. However, Iron was a human and couldn't speak after becoming a shadow, and the same applied to Byung-gu and Tusk. He realizes the only difference is in ranking, and thinks that the others might be able to talk if they level up. Jin asks the ant if it can still be obedient to him, despite being the one who killed it. The ant responds that it is not dead, but reborn by Jin's power, adding that it has happiness overflowing inside and will always follow him. The shadow soldier once again asks for a name. Jin considers that Gaemi, Korean for ant, or simply ant, wouldn't be right, and decides on a name that distinguishes him from the rest of the ants. In this moment, the famous author who wrote the book The Ants pops into Jin's head, and he bestows the name Beru on the general. Jin then steps to the queen and says, "Arise," summoning the queen, who is also of general rank. Suddenly, the shadow ant's signal becomes disturbed as Jin's connection weakens. Beru explains that the queen's normal ability is to control the ant colony, and his control is given up to her. Jin comments that there isn't much magic power compared to her rank and asks why. Beru explains that the queen's magic is used for reproduction, and that it's impossible to reproduce without a body. Jin confirms that the queen doesn't fight, and decides there's no need for two heads of the organization, canceling the extraction. Shadow soldiers collect the magic crystals, but Jin tells them to stop as they'll be used for rebuilding Jeju Island, noting that the one from Beru's body will be enough. Jin contemplates how to sweep up the remaining ants, and Beru informs him that the ants are scattering due to the loss of their leader. Jin asks for a count of the ants, and Beru reports there were 8,700 ants before the raid, with 4,000 survivors remaining. Jin is surprised by the high number of survivors and asks Beru if he can exterminate them all. The shadow ant responds confidently, "If you give me an order." Meanwhile, on the ships, Park Jong-soo, guild master of the Knights Guild, yells, "The ants are flying over here!" The ships fire and mages cast spells, blasting the ants, creating explosions in the sky. A mage passes word from a radio that the ants are heading north and starting to clash with the Knights Guild, while Sun Ki-hoon commands the B-team to attack as they prepare for battle. A woman from the Fame Guild suggests they join too, and a man yells, "Slaughter every single one of them!" A hunter questions, "What are you doing?" as he explains that the ants are the same level as a B-rank hunter, and that everyone needs to stay in formation so they can recover the reputation of the Reapers Guild. The once cocky movie star freaks out, as the same hunter comments on him being nothing but an empty shell. The ants arrive to the shore of Korea, and Lee Ju-hee asks Song Chi-yul if he thinks they can handle them. The ants move quickly towards the hunters, when suddenly something rips them apart. The two hunters are shocked as Ju-hee questions what just killed the ants. The fire mage comments on the incredible speed, saying he couldn't even catch it with his eyes. It's revealed that Beru is tearing through the winged ants, and this arc continues. Follow for more!